Hey, Larry Gonzales here with the Monday rate update. As we begin this week, I tell you what, rates are a little lower as we start this week than they were last week. We're right over between 6.5 and 6.75 on conventional. VA is just above 6%, right between 6 and 6.125. But an improvement from the week previous as we start. And what's the biggest wild card this week? You guessed it, it's the Iran war. And are we going to see a peace deal? President Trump has one on his table. He hasn't signed it yet. He wants to let the dust settle, I think. But that is going to be the biggest impact on rates this week, because as the Strait of Hormuz stays closed, or at least restricted in the passage for shipping, that is going to impact the cost of fuel. And oil prices, they came down last week, down to just under $90 a barrel, which is great news. We need to see it stay low. This week, it is the biggest variable going into this week, more so than the economic reports coming out. And the reason for this is it's simple. Oil impacts energy. Energy impacts inflation. Inflation impacts mortgage rates. So really, we need to see some more movement towards peace in the Middle East this week. We'll see what happens. Really, it's out of our control. You don't control any of this. What you do control is your spending, your savings, and your ability to buy. Now let's take a look at the other things this week that will impact mortgage rates, because it is jobs week. It's a pretty big week. But what will we see with the jobs reports? On Monday, we have a couple of manufacturing and construction reports. We have construction spending, and we have ISM manufacturing report coming out. Tuesday is the first jobs report that comes out for the week. It's the JOLTS report. That is a job opening labor turnover survey. And the expectation is we're going to be right around 6.87 million jobs available across the country, which is still lower than what we've seen for much of the past 5 to 6 years. Wednesday, we have the private sector job report, the ADP private payroll change report coming out. And the expectation really is over 100,000 new jobs for the month of May. We'll see kind of what those numbers look like though. We also have the Fed's beige book, so basically they're reading on what they're seeing in the market. Thursday, we have the typical jobs reports coming out. We have the initial and continuing jobs claims. So really, again, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, jobs. We also have Challenger job cuts report coming out. And then Friday's a big one. That is the BLS, the Bureau of Labor and Statistics jobs report. We'll take a look and see what the unemployment rate is. It was at 4.3% last month. The expectation is that it will be at 4.3% this month. But what will be the number of new jobs added to the economy over the course of the month of May? That's what we will see coming out on Friday. And that will definitely move the market. And if we see job numbers come down, that may give some impetus for the Fed to cut rates the next time they meet. And remember, the next time they meet, it will be the first time with a new Fed chair. So that's what we got going on this week. Have a great week. Stay positive. And remember, you control you, and that's all you control. You can't worry about everything else. You have a great week. Aloha.